Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a project share video. I entered Vianney Creates her Fall-oween loaded pocket swap, and this is what I created. That swap was so stinking fun. Well, this swap anyways, was really fun and really easy. She does a full tutorial on how to make everything, and then you just basically put your spin on it, and thought this was just fun and came out pretty darn cool. I think I had to pare down a few of the embellishments I had in it because when I packaged it all up, um, it I don't think it would have fit. I thought maybe they would squish in because I had originally added a few pumpkin. Hold on. I made these like little pumpkin stems. They're little felt pumpkins, and I thought I had them stuffed in there, but it was just too bulky. They wouldn't fit. So, but still, I think they actually came out pretty darn cute. I thought they came out actually pretty darn fun. This is a Park Lane paper pad collection. One of their Halloween ones. And so, yeah. So what you had to do was you had to follow Vianney's tutorial on the pocket. It had to be this specific pocket. And then you loaded up with, let's see, you had to have a sequin mix. You had to have an altered memo pad. You had to have 5 die cuts, and then 3 rosettes or bows, and then a decoration on the pocket. I'm pretty sure I think that was everything that you had to, that was required, so to speak. And then everything else was just pure fun. So what I've done is to the pocket, I'm actually going to take everything out so you can actually see it. So in the first pocket here, I have my altered memo notepad. I added, oh, it helps if you grab the the actual clip. So that's one of the, that's a Park Lane star, a table decoration I got and cut it apart on a like a medium-sized fat chunky clothespin, and thought that was super fun. This is my altered memo pad there. I followed Vianney's tutorial. You didn't have to do it exactly like hers. You just had to include your version of an altered memo pad. So I made mine a magnet too, so you could put on your refrigerator or put it on a magnetic memo board. And she added a pen to her, so I did as well. And mine just has a side tie closure. And then there you go. And you have all these super fun little memos in there. You could leave a note or write a sticky message to remind yourself something, whatever. And it's Halloween. It's super fun. Following, I mean, it's following. And so there's that. Packaged it up in a clear bag, in a little clear bag. So basically, I put stuff in clear bags or made little books so it would slide down in the pocket easier. Was why I did that. And it just fits in this little guy. And yeah, and I thought it just made it look really fun, really nice. And so there's that little presentation. And so there's that. And then to add a fun element to the front of it, because I thought it needed a little bit more, I made a little flower pot pick. So you could just pop this in a little planter and decorate up a planter, and thought that'd be super fun. Put it in a little cup of pens, or a little cup of pens or something, and it'd be super cute. This was the top to a hairband, like a plastic headband, and so I just took this piece off, hot glued it to a popsicle stick, and then wrapped little lace trim around there to, make it look finished. And thought it came out super fun and was a great embellishment for the front of it. Then I did my sequin mix. However, I ordered these little tubes, and when I made these, they hadn't come in yet, and I wasn't sure, because the updated date on it was after the swap was due. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just use them for something else. But they actually came in yesterday. So instead of putting the sprinkles in, or the sequin mix in it, I just added these little sprinkles to the tube, and then put a little topper, a little dangle on the top, and then tied some lace trim around it, and thought that actually came out pretty darn cute. And so there's a little extra there. Here's another little clip. This here is an Anna Griffin cut and emboss folder, and I made her little rosette. The little 1-inch strip one. It's just one of those pieces made into a rosette. Black cardstock, orange cardstock, a little Stamps of Life bat embellishment, puffy sticker, and then not dipped. I put glue on the edges and then put diamond dust on. And then Park Lane star, a little chunky Park Lane clothespin, hot glued it on there. So the other, you had to make a tag. I don't know if I said that, but the other requirement was a tag. And let's see. This is my tag, cut apart from the Park Lane paper pad I used. Did up the eyes, mounted the tag on a piece of black chipboard. And then it's actually craft board from Cricut. Cricut's craft board. It was a big 12 by 12 pack that came with black, white, and craft. And so I used the black. Added a couple of Tim Holtz embellishments there. Some trim. Just tiny attached this one on the top. Added some trim with a little eyelet on the top and thought this actually came out super fun and super cute. So there's that. We had to have 5 die cuts. So I made a little die cut book. Put a little dangle off of it, and paper from the paper pad. So to make this, when I make traveler's notebooks or junk journals, garden journals, things like that, I use Dollar Tree photo albums, and I take out the little photo pockets, and so I end up with a ton of these. I just took 3 of them, cleaned up the edge, stapled the spines, stapled these together on the spine, and because there's actually a little spine piece that's left, so I stapled that and then just wrapped some of the paper paper around it, stapled it, covered it with glitter washi tape, and added the dangle and whatnot and embellished it, and thought that actually worked pretty cute for displaying my die cuts. So the die cuts are actually displayed on a piece of acetate, and each of the die cuts have a sticky dot. So that way they could pop them off and use them however they want to, you know. This is on the actual outside. It's just a little fun little puppy sticker. All these die cuts are basically, they're all primarily Stamps of Life. So these are Stamps of Life. I love her Halloween stuff. It is so cute. She makes the best. These are her little Halloween kids. That's out of a Halloween set. These are some Tim Holtz cats. This is one of my favorite spiders, is Stamps of Life, and the little spider web. But the spider's my favorite. Her little bat, I added some little googly eyes. This is out of a Stamps of Life fall set, and this is one of my favorite trees. And then these two I just got off of Amazon. They weren't originally going to be added, but when I cut them out to see what they look like, I thought, oh, you got to add those. And so the little bats actually go to this die cut. And I'm going to put this in a glassine bag. I was going to put them together in here, but like you can't really tell what it looks like, and I thought, I don't really want to do that. So I'll put it in a glassine bag and pop that in there. But that's my little die cut book, and I thought that was just a fun way to display those. So there's that. And so this was actually what was going to fill up that back page before I put the two die cuts. I was standing in line at Joann's, and you know how they have all those displays, and you're just like, looking at everything going, oh, I could use that. Oh, I could use that. So a bunch of this stuff jumped in my cart. And I thought, oh, this would be fun. I know it's a sticky back applique, but you could technically use this on a card. You just hot glue it onto a card, or embellish I could have embellished the front of this with it. Or put it on, I was trying to be in her Vianney's embellishment case swap, but they just left me a notice this morning that they're not shipping. They didn't get Amazon didn't get a shipping notice because that was the only place I could find them. Other than eBay, if you wanted to spend $22, that including shipping, for each case. And so I thought, well, let's give this one a try on Amazon. It was 4 cases for $16, free shipping. Supposed to be delivered October 3rd, which is today's Saturday, and that's Monday. And Amazon notified me and said they never got a shipping notification, so they weren't going to fulfill the order. They didn't charge me. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And so I'm not going to be able to be in that, but that's okay. But I could have used this on that, and that's where I was going with that. So, made this little, this is a Dollar Tree sticker I got years ago. Park Lane star, chunky clip, hot glued together. That's super fun. And so I just included that and thought that would be a fun little thing, you know, extra piece. So this is my sequin mix that was one of the requirements. I stirred it all up in a bowl, spooned it into these are actually pretty durable little baggies. Wire tied it onto the stir stick, tied some ribbon around that all the way around, you know, to hold it. Added a little Stamps of Life little bat there, and thought this actually came out super fun. And then you could use this, like, you know what I mean? You could use a stir stick. So I thought it was just a hoot. And this was because I didn't get these yet and thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I didn't really have anything else that I could put this in that would work very well. So I was going to leave this and thought it came out super fun. And then you had to have 3 rosettes. So these are 3 rosettes or bows. So I did 2 cupcake liner rosettes and then 1 Anna Griffin. And this is the other part. It cuts out 2 pieces for this larger rosette on the Anna Griffin Cut and Emboss folder. It was with this one. So you got the little one and then you got this one here. And so I thought that came out just cut it out in orange cardstock. Just glittered up the edge with some black glitter. These are cupcake toppers on the toothpicks, and I just pulled the toothpicks out, popped this one on here, but that one I cut with a 1.5 inch circle punch, and then hot glued that, put some little trim, yada yada. That's a Stamps of Life little ghost. Isn't that the cutest thing? A little Tim Holtz word. This cupcake is actually, or this ghost is actually off the bottom of the cupcake liner, and these were really nice. Joanne sells holiday cupcake liners, and they come in so many different, these are just a few of them, but on a bunch of them, like this one, has an actual design, just like this ghost one does, and so all I did was I cut up the side, cut this out of the bottom, glued these 2 pieces back together, and then just pushed it down like you would a regular rosette when you know, after you get it all scrunched up, and then you glue the 2 sides together, and then you squish it down onto the back of onto your circle, your seal cap, onto the back of your cap. You know what I mean? Anyhow, I just thought that made the cutest little, so I punched that out with a 1.5 inch circle punch, and made the cutest little topper, like little decoration for the top. Backed it with black cardstock to make it a little bit stiff. Even though these are really stiff, like this is a single, like that's sturdy. A single, but once you cut this piece off the bottom, it makes this a little bit weak, even though this is still strong. This is not, I don't know, it just doesn't have all the ridges in it or something. I'm not sure. But these are the grease resistant cupcake lined ones. And so they're really stiff. They're not that flimsy paper. So I really like that. So I backed it with black cardstock, did it up in a Stardust pen, little jelly roll pens, added a Tim Holtz bow, a silver 2 inch scallop punch, little trims, little eyelash trims and whatnot. And so a little bow ribbon. So I thought they came out. So this was the same. This is the little spider web one. It has orange foil on it, black and orange. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And a little ribbon trim, tulle, a peat moss, glued that on top, and thought these just came out super fun. So the packaging topper, I quartered a doily, a gold doily. I think someone gifted me this, I'm pretty sure. Tied, this is out of, these ribbons are all out of the Michaels ribbon strand pack. They come in like 1 yard, 3 feet of ribbon pieces. And so this has been fun to work with, just to add all different types of texture and colors and stuff to the little embellishments. Has been a hoot. But that's where this trim came from. So just ran my tape runner around the front and the back of this bag. So after I put this whole thing, slid it into the bag. So these are on here with one glue dot. Pushed it onto this just slightly smaller than 5x7. Stuck it in a clear bag, 5x7 clear bag. And so then I ran my tape runner around the top, taped this down, put a little piece of tape on this ribbon here to fold that over and make it consecutively. And then cut that out, tape runnered that doily, that quarter doily, made a little bow, like Vianney shows you how to make these, and hot glued that onto there, and thought the packaging just came out really cute too. So there's that. And then, so that's what the actual pocket looks like that you had to follow the tutorial on. I thought it just came out super, super cute. On the back, I've actually included a fun little extra gift as well. Used Tim Holtz, this little die right here. It's called the collector die. That's it right there, the name of it right there. And but I just used the pocket. And then all I did was, this is a cut apart in the paper pad, some tulle, and a little ribbon. And I just shoved it all. I didn't even stick them together. They're not even together. I just shoved it up into the paper clip, and it worked out just perfect for me. So I think all in the packaging, when I put them in the glassine bags, these little clear bags, it'll all hold it together just nice. And I don't think it'll shift. I was trying to do this video already, and John came in and was just talking about business, and I thought, I can't have that in the video, so I had to redo it. But anyways, while I was doing that other video, my spider popped off, and so I had to adhere this spider back on. So definitely want to make sure your embellishments, if they have like that glitter stuff on it, are adhered really well to the project. Like find a spot on it that doesn't have some of the glitter on it, and you know, make sure it gets hot glued down, because yeah, it just popped off, and I was glad it did it here and not in shipping in transit. That would have been, you know, to get it in the spiders all popped off, that would have sucked. But anyhow, yeah. And this was super fun. This project was a hoot. And yeah, where do you draw the line? Because you just want to keep, I think I can stuff one thing. It's nice because you get the pocket and you can just, you know, weasel and shoehorn things in here and there. And then, you know, just keep adding to it. And then all of a sudden there's a point at which you're like, oh, I think it's going to burst. Don't do it. Anyhow, yeah, it was just fun. Trying to figure out why my little, I don't know. Okay, so anyways, this was here. So we go back like this, like so. And this was behind. Had to miss my little bow. Like that. And I had my little tag. Where is it? My little cute kitty tag. This is precarious because you have to kind of push and slide. We'll leave the little kitty head out though, because that's fun. Okay, so there's that. Where's my sticky notes? So we're gonna just gently push here. Add the stir stick to the top. I want to kind of push that back here a little bit to kind of hold it, you know. Then, where's my, that was all the pieces we had to have. So then that goes like so. See, Happy Halloween. Isn't that the cutest? Add my little stars. Let's see. This one goes here. We have that one. Oh, and the little bat one. This one goes up here. And I think that'll go. Yeah, that looks pretty cute. And then this little thing. I try to put the candy corn so it's like the center of the bow. And, oh, I don't think it's going to go. This one's kind of scary because it's glass. So I'm hoping how I package it, it'll be just fine. There. But see the little candy corn? It's like a little center. Isn't that fun? But you gotta make sure not to get all of that. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay. So what do you guys think? Pretty fun? Pretty fun, right? I think it's pretty fun. So that's it in all its glory. All its funness. I think it came out pretty cool. See, I could have shoved something else right there. That's where I tried to put that pumpkin pick. I made these pumpkin picks. But they just came out. I don't know. Did I show that in this video? I don't know. Anyways, I made these. If I already showed this, sorry. I'm done. I made these and I was trying to, but they're so like wide. It was like, it wasn't. So I was like, oh, I could put that in there. But that would have been a fun little thing to put in a little flower pot. Like, right? How cute is that? Oh, this was a hoot. This was so fun. But anyways, what do you guys think? What do you think of the swap? Let me know down in the comments. Are you guys, did you join? Are you doing the loaded pocket? This one was so easy. She had a fast turnaround, but oh my gosh, it was so simple and she does the whole tutorial. You just have to follow the tutorial, pick stuff out of your stash. It was a hoot. So stinking fun. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for hanging out. It's Saturday. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye-bye.